I think we're going to get started because it's 3 minutes after and you all are on time. Okay, so Paula, do you happen to have a prayer book with you, or what do you have with you?
Well, I'm sitting in the synagogue, so I have everything at my disposal, but I have a Sim Shalom.
Perfect.
At the moment.
Okay, I have a Sim Shalom in front of me too. I made sure I can also share my screen, but if everyone has a prayer book, I have page numbers for both Sim Shalom and Lev Shalem. So whichever prayer book you happen to have, that's great. Hi, Rhoda. Excellent. All right, so Rhoda, I was just saying, if you have a prayer book, do you happen to have a prayer book handy or not?
I do.
Okay, is it a Lev Shalom or a Sim Shalom?
I'll check them out.
Either one is fine, or almost any prayer book will do. Doesn't really matter.
I'll let you tell me what I've got.
You have Sim Shalom. That's Sim Shalom, the
Okay.
red. Yeah.
I have the.
And I think that's
Sim Shalom.
That's Sim Shalom. What's the red one? Is the red one? Turn the front cover to me.
They're probably different editions.
Yeah, exactly.
One is the Shabbat and one's midweek.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, fine. So I'm looking at I have for Shabbat festivals and weeks. So I have the blue one is everything combined. I have the blue one.
Yeah, my blue one is for Shabbat and festivals.
Yeah, perfect. That's perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably the same one I'm looking at, so the page number should correspond.
Okay, good.
Okay. All right, let's talk, actually, before we jump right in, let's just talk for a minute about what I think we're going to cover for the summer sessions. We're going to start with the Kaddishes, which I know we already did Mourner's Kaddish, and I talked about the different forms of Kaddishes, but I thought that was a good place to start. Should be very familiar, and everyone is saying, oh, I forgot everything, which you certainly didn't. So it's a good kind of easy place to start. It'll feel like a review. Then I think I'd like to go, and I haven't set up the exact order, but I will tell you, excuse me, a lot of the prayers I want to cover. Figure we should cover Ein Keloheinu.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, we're going to cover Ashrei. Parts of the Amida. I have a long list, I have to be honest. We're not going to get through all of it. But it's like, oh, look, this one. And they're just, we could do them all. But we can't do them all because we just don't have time. The Torah, the Aliyot, the blessings for the Torah. So, and the Shabbat Amida, the Kedusha, at Sim Shalom. So these are all very regular things for any service, but particularly Shabbat. And I would like to do a little bit come August for Rosh Hashanah, particular prayers that we will see at Rosh Hashanah. But it all depends on, right now, I don't believe I have the PDF file. I have an older Machzor. I could, but I'm supposed to be getting a PDF of the new Machzor. So then I can share those pages.
Oh, that'd be good. Okay.
Yeah, so that's my hope, okay? But any Machzor should do, quite honestly, if you have one. But as I say, I believe we're going to get that PDF, and that will make things easy. Okay, so Edith, you have a prayer book handy?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I have Lev Shalom.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
For Shabbat and festivals.
Okay, perfect. Very good. All right, so as I said, what is it, a month ago or so? I can't even remember anymore when we did whatever we did. But we did the Mourner's Kaddish, right? And I explained that there are several types of Kaddishes. There are basically, I believe, 5 different Kaddishes, and they are very, very similar. So, the Kaddish, as I said before, it's written in Aramaic. It was written in Aramaic so that was the spoken language at the time when it was first recited and created. And they wanted it to be accessible to people. And it wasn't written down, right? People didn't have prayer books back then. So this was something they could hear and remember. And there was a lot of repetition of sound, so that makes it easier to remember, just like any poem or rhyme or song that we tend to learn as a small child. And the prayer itself is just a declaration of faith. And it is said many times during a regular service, a traditional service. What I looked up says it's appears 13 times, no less than 13 times in a traditional service. Now, that I'm not sure if that's our traditional prayer book that we're using today, where they have modernized things a little bit, but we all know that it comes up so many times in a regular service. What I found interesting when I was much younger, that the similarity of all of them and the fact that they come in, so virtually the identical prayer is used in different ways. So the Hatzi Kaddish, which is the shortest version, is used as a transition between a minor portion of our prayer service and a more major portion, right? So it's kind of the dividing point. We get to Hatzi Kaddish, we know we've finished Pesukei de Zimra, and we're getting ready now to start Shacharit. We end Shacharit, we say Hatzi Kaddish, we're now going to start the Torah service. So it's this transitional point, and it's the shortest and the simplest. The complete Kaddish, and so maybe I just spoke, but it includes the Titkabel sentence, and it separates major portions of the service, as opposed to the Hatzi Kaddish separating minor portions of the service. And the Kaddish de Rabbanan, which we don't say very much, is used by teachers, scholars, when they're doing rabbinic study, rabbinic focus in literature, they'll say the Kaddish de Rabbanan. Some synagogues, I think, have it, or may say it particularly on a weekday before reading Torah. I don't tend to go to Shacharit services, so I can't tell you exactly if that's what happens at my shul. Then there's the Kaddish that is said only at a funeral. That's a very specific Kaddish. And then there's the mourner's Kaddish. So those are the different Kaddishes. Very interesting in my opinion. But so why don't we look at Hatzi Kaddish? So I'm going to give you some page numbers. Let's see. If you're in Lev Shalem, it's page 148, I believe, I hope. In my Sidor Sim Shalom, and again, it could appear on many different pages, so you don't have to only look at the one I tell you, but I'm looking at it on page 294 in the blue Sidor Sim Shalom. That's part of the evening service.
It's on page 2 also.
Okay, well, there you go. You know, is it really? Holy moly.
Yes, because I opened the book and there it was. I was so shocked that it's so,
It's
at
not
the
on
beginning.
my Sim Shalom book starts with the morning service. So page 2 is Shacharit for
Oh.
Shabbat. So it's not there in my book, but does everyone have a page where they're looking at Hatzi Kaddish?
Yes.
I have no idea what to look for, if you must know the truth.
Okay. So,
I
Hatzi Kaddish.
looked at the English and then looked at the Hebrew and said, oh, I can read it.
well, so look at page 294, Rhoda, and see what you're seeing. Is it not there?
My Sim Shalom has it on 292.
Okay, so look at either
We're
292
talking about Hatzi, right?
Hatzi, yes.
Yes. Because 294 in this book is Kaddish.
So it's a
Shalem.
weekday evening service.
Okay,
Just wait a sec, 292. I'll get there eventually.
all right.
293. Hatzi Kaddish.
There you go. And
Okay,
Edith,
thank you, ladies, for your help.
No problem. Edith, do you have it open in your book too?
Yes, 148.
Okay, perfect. That's the new Lev Shalem. Okay. Paula, are you getting a book? I'm not sure where you went. Maybe she went to get the book. She's in the synagogue, so every book is available. She just has to get it. Okay.
There she is. She's
Okay.
back.
All right. I can't hear you, Paula. I don't know if you're muted
I
or
think
what's
you must
going.
be muted.
Yeah.
She doesn't say she's muted.
No, but I can't hear her.
Yeah.
It doesn't say you're muted, but we can't hear you.
She is.
Okay. Still can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
I don't know what's going on. Okay. You have the Hatsi Kaddish though? Yes. Okay, good. All right. Okay. Now, I mean, if we can't fix your situation, then we can't hear you. I don't know if you want to re-sign in, but. Okay. All right. So we're going to start with Hatsi Kaddish. I would love it if you guys would like to read, but if you don't want to, I'll read first, and then you guys will read when we get through it the whole first time, and we'll go back around. Okay?
The first line is familiar.
All right, Linda, give it a go.
Yeet gadal,
Yes?
yeet
That-
kadash,
Perfect.
and they-
shemay rabo.
Beautiful.
uh-uh.
You want to keep, yeah?
You want me to go on?
Yeah, if you'd like to, keep going. Whenever you're ready to stop, say, I stop, someone else take over.
Baal ma
Yes?
D-
divra
So it's 2 words there, okay? So break them up.
D-
Baal ma
Yeah?
D-
di
Yes.
Ra.
vara.
Perfect.
When I separated it, I saw the difference.
Exactly, exactly.
Ute.
Kari ute
So here, ute.
kirute.
Yep.
The you. This I think I should stop.
Okay. So someone else was reading. I heard you doing very well. Who else was reading? I heard someone. Rhoda, was that you?
I think it was me.
I think it was you. Can you take over right
Well,
here?
I can't guarantee I'm going to be very good at it. Okay. Vayam lich.
B'yamlich. Perfect.
Malachute.
Yes.
Baha ye kon.
Chon.
Kon.
Right. So there's no dot in that letter. So it's the,
kon. Okay. Thank
okay.
you. Uva yome kon.
Perfect.
Aha, this is tricky. Uv cha ye.
Yes.
Okay. De chal bait.
Yes.
Let's give it to somebody else. It looks pretty easy from now on.
Beryl, do you want to pick up?
Okay. Yisrael,
Uh-huh.
Bagala,
Yes.
Uvizman,
Yes.
Karim,
Viv.
no, Karib,
Kariv.
Imru, Amen.
Perfect. Edith, do you want to pick up?
I think so. Excuse me. Yahay, Shama,
Try again.
Yahay, Shemai.
Shemay. Yes.
Okay. That's bad habit. Let me start again. Excuse me. Yahay, Shemay,
Yes.
Rava, Mav, Mivarok,
Yep.
wait a minute, Lialam,
La'alam. La'alam.
alam, ooh,
Mhm.
al, al, may,
Yes, ul alme, perfect.
al, maya.
Exactly. That's quite a tongue twister. You did really nicely. Paula, you want to pick up?
Sure. Yeet bar, yeet barach, the yeesh tabach, the yeet par,
Mhm.
the yeet ra mem,
Row.
roman,
Yeah.
the yeet ro mem, the yeet gas.
Na. Na.
Oh, the yeet nas. Okay, the yeet na say.
Yes.
Keep going.
If you like. If you don't, say so.
The yeet hadar,
Mhm.
the yeet ale,
Beautiful.
yeet the yeet halal,
Mhm.
shay de ku de shah barichu.
Beautiful. Really lovely. Linda, you want to pick up?
La.
Yes. Why don't we skip the parenthesis?
I don't see the parentheses.
Oh, well then,
Yeah,
no
I
problem.
don't either.
La'eli, men,
So the ela
la'ela, men,
mean.
mean, I always do that. Call. Oh, now I see the parentheses.
Yeah, I do too. I didn't see it at first.
I don't see where the parentheses
It's
are.
at the end of that red.
Oh, okay.
message.
Okay, and go to the next line.
Yeah, keep going. So after mean,
Mean, call,
mm-hmm.
and skip the parentheses.
Okay.
Parentheses.
Beer, beer,
Mm-hmm.
kata,
Ha. There's no dot in there, so it's a ha.
oh, hata,
Yep.
Vashirata,
Beautiful.
Tushbaharta,
Hata. There's no resh, so
Tushbahata,
beautiful.
Venecha, Marta,
There's no resh in there. Mata.
Mata.
Okay.
When I finish, I'm gonna go get my glasses.
Okay. Only 4 more words. Run. Yes.
Baal ma
Mm-hmm.
V'imru
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Beautiful. Really
Amen.
nice.
Okay.
Really.
I'll be
Everybody,
back. I have to get my glasses.
go right ahead. Go right ahead. And I have to get my hair out of my eyes. Okay. All right. So this is the Chatzi Kaddish. As you can see, it's short, right? So let's go to, I want to see which one we should go to next. We're not going to do that one. So let's do the Mourner's Kaddish next. I have it on page 268. It might be a few pages before that, but take a look in your books.
I know where to find out.
Okay, I was going to say it. I wrote it down. It should be.
No, it's not.
I think it's 121.
I don't have it on 268.
Okay.
In lab, it's on 121.
Okay.
I'm looking for it in,
Look on like 260, 6, look right before turn pages just before 268. See if you see it.
Is it anywhere else?
It's at the end of the daily mincha service and the end of the
Yeah,
daily
that's what I
Maariv
was looking for
service.
at the end of
I
the
don't have it here.
service.
Okay,
All right, where are we?
we're looking for Mourner's Kaddish.
Okay, I have it on 184. I knew it was around there.
All right, so
I
Well,
have it on 136.
Can I use it?
184.
Can I use it from our book?
You can use it from our book too, absolutely, if you have it handy.
And no, I don't seem to find it. Oh, here, I found it on page 184. Okay.
There you go, perfect. Okay.
You have the
Um,
Same book I do, Rhoda.
okay, so Rhoda and Beryl have the same book, perfect, okay. And Paula, you have it. Linda,
I
you have
have
it in
it.
front of you now?
I'm using our
Yeah, it's fine,
class book.
that's perfect, but, and Edith, you have it?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so we're gonna start the Mourner's Kaddish. Edith, will you start? All
Sure.
right, so before we start, so the first 3 paragraphs are what we just did. Literally, word for word, what we just did. And then it has 2 additional sentences, okay?
Mhm,
So
mhm.
that's why this is kind of review. So
Right.
Edith, read as far as you like. Whenever you're ready to stop, say, okay, next.
Oh my goodness, I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay. No wonder it was so easy. I was looking at the transliteration.
Oh, please don't look there.
Oh,
Shield that,
okay.
put something over it. Do not look at
No,
that.
it's out of my it's on the
I'm
other
just
side of the
joking.
page.
I'm
I
just-
can't watch that and watch what I'm doing too.
Exactly, precisely that. You were on the same place with that. Okay, whenever you're ready.
Yet gadal ve yet be kadash
Mhm.
shamay rava
Yes, Rabbah.
bialma
Yes,
di bira
yeah.
kur
It's a E. It's
Kur-
here. It's
here
here.
kir ute
Yes, Hirute.
kirute
Yeah.
Viam leak
Yeah.
Malkute
Yes.
Vik Vik Yi Kon Via Kon
So B'chayechon.
Vik Ye Kon
B'chayechon.
Vik Ye Kon.
Yes.
Okay. Uv Yomei Kon.
Chon. Yes.
I don't want to be greedy. I'll stop there.
Okay. All right. Paula, will you keep going?
Uvachaye dekol beit Yisrael ba'agala the uvizman kariv v'imra
Ru.
v'imru amen.
Yes. Perfect. Okay. Beryl, you want to read?
Yehe Shemay, Rabbah, Mivarah,
Mm-hmm.
Leolam, Ulmaya,
Do this one slower.
Ulamaya,
Try. You're doing it by what you think it sounds like when everyone says it, but the word is actually, so it's le'alam ul almei.
Almaya.
Almaya, exactly. So I'm just going to say this line. Yehe shmei Rabba Mivarach Le'alam Ul Al Me Al Maya. When they say it fast, it sounds completely different. Yes, I know. And everyone's doing it together in slightly different timing. And so then it sounds completely different.
And then you can't hear yourself really.
Yes,
And so
exactly.
it all
That's
just
why,
gets muddled up together.
right. So I like to go over that one. It's a little bit of a tongue twister, and I like to go over it a little
Yeah,
slower.
it
Okay.
doesn't sound like what I'm used to
It
saying.
does not sound like what you're used to. Beryl, do you want to do the next paragraph there, the start of the next paragraph?
Sure, I'll
Okay.
try.
Okay.
Yiparach,
Yep.
Yishtabah, Yitpa'ar, Raman,
Romam.
Roman, Nase,
Beautiful.
Hadar, Halal,
Try that one slower.
Allah,
Le.
Le, Le, Halal,
Exactly.
Shmei, Kudasha,
Perfect. Okay. You want to stop or you want to keep going?
Birachu.
Barichu. Perfect.
Okay. Then I because my book doesn't have the parenthesis and everything. I'm
Okay,
gonna
that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Rhoda, do you want to pick up here?
After Baruchu? Okay,
After
I'll try then.
Barichu. Exactly. Yeah.
All right, so La'ela,
Yes.
Min,
Mm-hmm.
Kal,
Mm-hmm.
Birachata.
So it's really bir chata.
Okay, just Birchata. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Vashirata.
Yep.
Tushabachata. I'm sorry, I'm really messing it up, ladies, but I have to sound it out.
It's fine. You're doing just fine. So that's tush b'chata. Yes.
And then Banecha Mata
Yeah.
and Da'ami Run.
Ron. Yeah.
And let's see what's next. Batalema.
So it's an ayin. It's bit al ma. The ayin has no sound, the second letter. So it's just that ah under it. Bit al ma.
The Alma.
Yeah.
Okay. Va'im Ru
Mm-hmm.
and Amen.
Right. So that so far what we've read, which is the beginning of the mourner's Kaddish, is exactly what we read for the Chatzi Kaddish. And now we're going to add the two other sentences that make it the mourner's Kaddish. Okay. Okay. Edith, you want to start?
Oh, sure. Yahey Shalama. Yahey Shalama.
Yep.
Rabba.
Yeah.
Min.
Mm-hmm.
Shemaiah.
Yeah.
Behaim.
B'chaim. Yes.
Aleinu.
Aleinu. Yes.
Bial.
Mm-hmm.
Kal Yishra. Kal Yishrael. Kal Yishrael. Beam Ru. Amen.
I like that, Amen.
Love Amen. Oh, you want me to keep going?
I think Rachel froze.
Yeah, probably.
Well, just keep going.
Oh,
You can do
okay.
it.
Shalom.
Yoshe,
And
Jose, Jose.
Shalom,
Yoshe, Yoshe.
Jose.
Bimroman,
Hebrew,
Mav.
The V. It's a
the last one is a V.
Of Vav. Bimromav.
Beamer Mov.
Beam Roman,
Vav. The
Bimbo-Rav. Rome.
Mav.
I'm not sure what I'm hearing. I'm saying
Ru Mav.
okay, but I'm saying row on the word I'm on. That dot is above the letter.
The row part
That's
is
an O.
Mav,
Yes.
after the
But
men.
it ends in a Mav.
After the M, the final letter is
Right,
sounded
that's
with a
okay.
bit.
Oh,
Mauve. Okay, mauve.
yes.
Okay, gotcha. Who
Yep. Yeah.
y'all say
Yes, it-
shalom? All you knew?
Alenu.
Elenu.
Alenu, yes.
Baal.
Y'all
Baal.
all Yeshua, Yisrael,
Israel.
El.
El,
Israel.
El, Rael,
Mm,
hold on. Baim, Ru,
yeah.
Amen.
Very good.
All right.
You took your place, Rachel.
Other people, Paula and Rhoda, are sounding good. Everybody's sounding good. I just need to study more. It's hard to get that.
It's hard. It is hard.
Yeah.
Can't hear you.
No.
We can't, you're not clear. Wow.
We've lost you again.
Oh, wow. That's weird.
Yeah, it is.
She must have a problem with her bandwidth. Her connection isn't stable.
Yeah, that started to happen on the Zoom from the service. So I was glad to get back to the synagogue because one morning it just shut down.
Yeah. Our synagogue is finally opening this Shabbat completely. No
Completely
reservations
no
needed.
reservations. How do you feel about going back? I'm nervous to go back.
I've been going back. I've been going back with invitation, and so I sort of have a designated seat in the front. So tomorrow I plan to get there early so I can get to my seat. But tomorrow is open.
Yeah. You don't need, there's no reservations needed, and they're not assigning seats in our synagogue.
And Beryl, you're in Florida?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you, Edith?
I'm in Maryland.
Oh, so am I.
Oh, I'm in Annapolis.
Oh, I'm in Silver Spring.
Right.
Are you in Rabbi Paul's congregation?
Right. Mm-hmm.
He used to be the rabbi at my synagogue.
I know. Yes. Uh-huh.
Oh.
I mean, I didn't connect it with you, but
Yeah.
I've heard the story many times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he retired. So his replacement is Rabbi Whoa. The same. Just changed the one letter. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So he still attends sometimes. He comes to the service because he lives on that street.
Oh, okay.
That's where he lives. So
Now, Rhoda and Paula, do you have open synagogues yet?
What my synagogue is going to be offering inside, and they're also having a tent. You can go to a service in a tent.
And where are you, Rhoda?
In Toronto.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm a Canadian.
Oh. My son is in Montreal.
Oh, okay, very nice.
I have
I think ours
relatives
is
somewhere in
opening up.
Toronto.
Pardon?
I have relatives somewhere in Toronto, but I don't know where.
Pretty sizable place.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's from the benefits from these Zoom things, that we can have
Yes.
people from all
Wonderful.
over.
Paula,
for-
where are you?
In Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Oh,
Okay.
Hmm.
I was close kind of to you 2 weeks ago when I missed it.
Well, we're opening up, I think, in July for services, and they haven't decided yet on the high holidays what we're going to do. We'll be open. I'm pretty sure we'll be open along with live stream, but they're trying to decide whether it's masks or no masks and what the capacity is.
They're trying to keep the mask and no mask divided, and our synagogue is not very big, so I don't know how that's going to work. But I intend to wear a mask. I still wear my mask.
I'm friends
Okay.
with Cole's in-laws. They
So-
live near me.
What did she want to cover? Oh, did she want to do the Kaddish Shalem? We didn't do that, did we?
No, I think
Not
that was
yet.
going to be next.
That should be about 2 pages in front of the mourner's Kaddish.
2 pages in front of it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on
Yeah,
the
it's
I have Elenu.
in my blue book. It's
Ain't
181.
right before Elenu.
It's
Keep
right.
going.
Oh,
Ein
really?
Kelohenu.
Right before Elenu.
No,
Well,
No,
I-
Ein Kelohenu is in between that.
Well, but it's at the end of the service.
We probably could do Ain Keloheinu because we're familiar with
I learned that when I was 8 years old when I
Yeah.
went to sleepaway camp, and I probably say half of the words wrong, and it's impossible. No matter, I don't even look when they sing it at services.
Edith, if you find it, let me know because we're in the same book.
yeah.
I'm not sure what I'm looking for. What am I looking for?
Beryl, what page? Beryl, where are you? Which page?
Well, what are we doing? Kaddish Shalem or Ein Kelohenu?
Ain Kelohenu I've got, but the other one I don't.
All right.
I go from Ain
Kaddish
Kelohenu
Shalem
to
is
Elenu.
a page before Ein Kelohenu, Rhoda.
Okay.
If you,
In
but
mine,
only,
181.
Yes, I've got it. Thank
Ladies.
you.
Kaddish Shalem.
Ladies, can you hear
Yes.
me?
Yeah,
Now we hear
Yes.
now
you,
we can hear
yes.
you.
Okay. So because my internet went down, I just have not, then it dawned on me I could call in on my phone. So I've called in on my phone, but I'm so
Okay.
proud of you. I could hear you guys going. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me where you are.
We thought you wanted next to do Kaddish Shalem, and we're trying to
Okay.
find it.
Okay. Well, it's 3:16 in my Siddur Sim Shalom. Let me see if I wrote down the other page. In Lev Shalem, I think it's 167.
well, in my book, it's 2 pages before, right before Elenu. So, like right before the mourner's Kaddish.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, that's right before the Torah service. Okay, Kaddish Shalom.
It's in many different places.
All right. Well, it's a perfectly sunny day here. Why the power went out, one can never know.
Huh.
Unless there was something else you wanted us to do, Rachel.
Well, no, this is perfectly good. I think this is good practice. I think this is, such a tongue twister that continuing to practice, but practicing it by doing a different Kaddish is a good way to practice it. Okay.
Yes.
So does everyone have it in front of them?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Everyone's a yes?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, I can't see you guys. So I'm gonna just call on someone if that's okay. And we're gonna start at the beginning again. So Paula, can you start at the beginning?
Yit Gadal, the Yit Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, the Alma, the Veru,
The
Kirute.
Ra. It's Vera.
Oh.
Vira.
Oh, D, Vara, Kir, Kirute.
Mm-hmm.
Lich, Malchute,
Mm-hmm.
B'chayechon, Uvayomechon, Uvachaye, Dekol, Beit Yisrael. Va'agala, Vizman, Kariv, the Imru, Amen.
Good. Okay. You want to keep going or not?
Well, somebody else can get a turn.
Okay. Edith?
Yahei Shma Yahei Shmei Rava Mevarak Leal Lam Vil Ul Yal May
May.
Ul Al May
Mm-hmm.
Al Maya.
Exactly. Okay. You want to read another line?
Yeet Barak
Mm-hmm.
Beit Shabbat Yeet Shabbat Ba Yeet Beish Taba
Yes.
Beit Para Beit Par
Pa-ar.
Say that again.
Vayit pa-ar.
Beit Par. Yes, I see it. Beit Romam Beit Nashe. Say. Nashe.
Exactly.
Beit Hadar.
Yep.
Beit Ale.
Mm-hmm.
Beit Alal.
Halal.
Allah. I saw the extra L. I thought I was saying it.
Maybe I'm just not hearing it all because I was listening for that H sound. So the fourth letter is a
Okay.
H. It's a hey. So
Okay, I'll do it again. Beit Halal.
Yes.
Shemay Disha.
Yeah, that's it.
Baruch Amen. Baruch who?
There's a one dot is a E. Barif.
Baruch who?
The E. There's no U there. It's an E.
I don't see that.
So Barihu.
Okay. Barik.
Yes.
Who? Ooh.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Barik who?
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'm not sure that's what I've been saying.
I understand. That's why we're reading it so many times. Okay. Beryl, you want to go from here?
No. Layla,
Mm-hmm.
Minkal,
So
Birchata.
yes, I just want to stop you for a minute. So we tend to run the mean and the call together. The mean is its own word, and then the call, birchata, is the hyphenated word.
Okay.
So I know that's often not where the pauses come, but I just wanted you to see that.
Mm-hmm. Me.
Mikol birhata,
Yes.
bishirata,
Yeah.
tishbachata,
Touche.
tushbachata,
Yep.
vichamta,
Ne. Ne. Che.
vinechamata,
Exactly.
damiran,
Yes.
damiran,
Mm-hmm.
bialma,
Mm-hmm.
imru, amen.
Perfect. Okay. How about I read this one for you? This is the brand new line that we haven't
Yes.
had before, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it tends to get mumbled. So this is what makes this Kaddish Shalem, the Tit Kabal sentence, and this is it right here. Tit Kabal, Selot Hon, Uba Ut Hon, Uba Ut Hon, Dechol Yisrael, Hadam Avuhon Di Vishmaya Ve'imru Amen. So as I say, this is what makes this the Kaddish Shalem.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to read that sentence one more time. It kabal selot hon uva ut hon dechol Yisrael kadam uvuhon di vishmaya ve'imru amen.
Mhm.
Does any of you want to try reading it? You have to speak up because I can't see you. Otherwise, we can go on and you can read the two sentences you know, which are the last two. We can. So I tell you what, Linda, why don't you read the next sentence, Yehei Shlama.
Yehei Shlama Rabba Men. This is the one I always get that wrong. And it's
Okay,
so
well,
easy.
you're gonna keep practicing it. It's mean.
Mean Shemaya
Mm-hmm.
Bahayim
Mm-hmm.
Aleinu Baal Kol
Mm-hmm.
Yisrael.
Right, so it's Call Yisrael, all of Israel. Call Yisrael. Mm-hmm.
Ve'imru Amen.
Exactly. Okay, so the last sentence, Rhoda, will you read the last
I'll
sentence?
try. Isa,
Oseh.
Isa, Shalom.
Oseh.
Oh, right. Ose Shalom. Sorry, that's right. Ose Shalom. Bimrumav.
Yeah.
Who.
Mm-hmm.
Yaaseh Shalom.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Aleinu Va'al.
Mm-hmm.
Kol Yisrael.
Yes.
Va'imru Amen.
Perfect. Exactly. So we've now practiced a lot of Kaddish. And it just, the more you say it, the more you're going to really know the words, as opposed to mumbling along with how the congregation mumbles along. So that's really important, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Rachel, I know that
Yeah.
this isn't part of the class, but when the various Kadishes are said that
Mhm.
have that last line, the Ose Shalom,
Yes.
there's
You want to know the
bowing.
choreography? Yes, I call it the choreography.
Yeah.
Yes, the choreography. We don't really,
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you pick it up when you're in services and you watch it all the time, but how do you know when there is choreography?
Well, so as a child, I asked that question. I don't know, other than I see everyone doing it, so now I know this is what we do. But the newer books, so the Lev Shalem book tells you the choreography. So does
Oh.
anyone have the Lev? Is anyone looking at the Lev
I
Shalem book?
am.
Uh-huh.
Okay, look on the other side of the page, and does it tell you the choreography?
Hilton.
Let's see. I don't know.
So at the bottom where it says Oseh Shalom Bimromav, so what the choreography that I know is that you bow to the right, you bow to the left. I think you take a step back, you bow to the right, you
Right.
bow to the left.
And then the middle.
Right. So because that's the concept of, you're saying he who brings peace to his universe will bring peace to all of us, all the people of Israel. And so your body is encompassing all of the world, is how I understand the choreography. Oseh
Okay.
Shalom Bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom, Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. So, Linda, does it say?
I think the choreography is in my art scroll, which is my personal prayer book, but I don't see it in the
I don't see it in
Okay.
the Lev
No,
Shalom.
It
Lev
may be in
Shalom.
the
Okay.
first place that you read it in the book, rather than, a second or third iteration of it. Because you say Kaddish so many times,
Right.
and yet every time you say that line, because you say it also at the end of the Amida, so it may just be the first time you say it in the prayer book that it gives you that choreography.
Let's see. I don't know.
I'm sorry, but I can't look it up, so I can't answer beyond what
Yeah.
No, that's
you know.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
But-
it's definitely in my art scroll.
Okay, so one of us will have it for next week. How's that sound?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I think this is the only way to really, in my opinion, get the words of Kaddish, is to just read them slowly. And unfortunately, in the service, they never say them slowly. So it's just going to take practice, practice, practice. Okay. So next week, bring your book, and we'll know that some of you have the same books, right? That Beryl and Rhoda have the same book. Some of us have multiple books. I could also potentially send the pages you need, but I hate for you to print them out if you just have the book, honestly. It seems, unnecessary and wasteful. I think we'll go on to Ein Keloheinu for next week.
That's good.
So, if you want to mark the page, that'd be great. I sent each of you an email, I think it was Wednesday. If you didn't get it, please check your spam or your trash, your junk. You're not your trash, your junk mail. But I will send another one in just a few minutes. So if you don't get it, look in your junk file. I don't know why it would go there, but these things happen.
I never looked there. Linda, you have the page for Ein Keloheinu?
I don't have it in front of me, honestly.
No, I'm saying Linda and I have the same book. Linda's page 204.
204, thank you.
We already
Excellent.
decided that most of us have learned this so long ago that we probably won't say everything right.
And, that's why you're taking this class, isn't it?
Yes.
Because I usually close the prayer book when we get up to it because I know it by heart, I think.
Oh,
Well,
I don't close the prayer
we're
book
gonna
until I
find
get to
out
a
next
dawn
week.
alarm.
That's
Right.
another one I learned in camp when I was 8, so.
Right. But so you're gonna.
And we're
learn it
not
next
saying
week.
how many years ago that was.
We're
Okay.
not. We're definitely not. But thank you guys for continuing on, even when I had to bow out due to technical difficulties. That was really great. And then, so, I'm gonna. I'm not sure what order to do these prayers in, so maybe I'm going to ask you in my email, and you guys can rank them. What order you
Okay.
want to do the prayers in? Okay, so be on the lookout for my email.
Can
Okay.
you put on your list the whole Elena?
Yes, of course. You want to do
Instead
the
of
interim
first
interim
paragraph.
paragraph that we didn't do?
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
I
and
have
the
it
whole
actually on my
paragraph.
list. I have it, but I'm going to move it up to a higher spot on my list.
That would be
Absolutely,
great.
that's a good
That would be
suggestion.
great.
All right, ladies. Thank you so much for, as I say, helping each other, continuing on, not wasting a minute of class time.
Thank you, Rachel, for doing it.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
Shabbat
Rachel.
Shalom,
shalom.
everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat
Father's Day
shalom.
to everybody.